YouTube. Yeah. All right, so I don't know if you guys can actually see me, but I'm gonna show you guys real quick. So yeah. I'm gonna just say they just let them dogs loose and shit. All right, so I found a hose when I was at one of my well sites. They had them, just had a whole bunch of hoses thrown down, and it had a cut in it. So you guys can see from the inside. This is the outside part where it was slashed up there, because you know when the sand is coming through. Let's see if I can do it like this. When the sand is going through here, it has about just enough about where you see it has that dip. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the sun is bright as hell out here, so it's probably the glare on my end. You guys can see it, but oh well. So the pipe stops about right here. So I'm gonna show you guys what I bought. Let's get this stuff first. So basically, I got that hose, and I asked them. If there was don't playlist. Alright, so basically I bought a whole thing of these, and these are the 9x16s or the 5/16s. So these work perfectly. I mean, you could go smaller, but I'd rather go big. So I got they actually wanted to give me like 4 of them, but I didn't need 4. Just in case if anybody else needed some. I bet you the sun was in your face. Just in case if the sun, just in case if anybody else needed some, this could fit over it just fine. I believe this is the 3 foot, or which size was this? I think this was the one that I was gonna buy. I think this was the 3-inch hose ones that I was gonna use for these, in case if it breaks or anything. I could have just cut it, because it's starting to rip out right up there, up top. So I was gonna use this one to tighten those up if it needs to be cut. Now, like I said, this smaller one, it's half the size of these, so it's probably the 6-inch belly line. Well, not a belly line, 6-inch grip. So it can easily fit over it with no problem when you put the pipe in. But I'd rather the bigger one, just in case, if anything. So I put the bigger one around it, so it's basically gonna be like this, so it can easily just slide. It can easily slide over it. Easily slide over it in case if anything. So I've already locked it down just a little bit, so it's basically that size. And let me see, let me take out another one like that. So let's put that one right there, and this is the new one. So those are the 2 sizes. So I got the bigger one just in case, and I think for these bigger ones, roughly was about $4 is some change per ring. So I just got the whole case, and just tell them I'll just take the whole entire case, because they were like, wait, why do I need so much? Simply because when you and they welded on a new belly line, so It's actually working pretty good. It's not leaking or anything anymore. So see, like how they have these, it doesn't have much pieces to play with, which is a good thing, unlike mine. I just went and got the really big one just in case of anything. And like I said, I got the whole case just so if anybody else, I see anyone has these issues with their hoses, I'll just hand them to and tell them just cut the hose and fix it. So how to get this off with the thing in there from this one, I'm gonna show you what I did, make life a lot easier. So I basically got a flathead and I put it right in between here, right in between there, and then I just use my mallet and hit it until this nipple right here that's pinched in, I just hit it until it's up, and then you'll see the spring just fly open, just like this one. Man, this one's killing us. Just like this one. So all I did was just, it goes around and basically just hit it right at the tip until you break that nipple right there. And that's just it. That's all that's holding the hose anyway. So once you do that, I sprayed some WD-40, around the pipe itself and around the hose, and then it just slides right in with no problem. At first it had a little difficulty going through, and then I start shaping up the hose so it will fit it perfectly. So I just basically just cut until I felt like it had a safe enough circle where it was smooth like the rest of those. So that's as best as I could get it. I believe I did a good job. Yeah. And then I put this one as close as possible to here, so no sand won't be seeping through here. And I just use my socket set right there that I got at Walmart, like $9, but it's also sold in Love's, and I'm using an 8mm to tighten it up. Now I could just use my wire cutter and cut from like right here off to cut off some of this extra play, but it's not bugging me or anything because it will still slide up in there once I'm done. So that's just all I'm gonna do. Just put this back on, find where the end is, and just put it right here. You know what? Let's put them all one direction. Doesn't take long to fix. Take about a good, I'll say, you know what you're doing, take about a good 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes and you should be done. All I'm doing is just screwing it in. That's about it. I believe the next well should be starting up in about, they say at 10 o'clock, so it's now 9:30 on a Monday, August 27th. So my watch is set for Eastern time, but I'm actually in Central time until we go over to New Mexico side. Then we're in Mountain time. So right now we're in Central, so it's about 9:30. But they told me I was still doing little runs around town, doing little spot work here and there, doing 2-3 loads a day. But yesterday I was sitting at a Halliburton well site from the 25th all the way to the 27th on that one load, and I had 2 loads on me, and they had to take those away. And I believe when I finished with that Halliburton load early this morning, they gave me back one of those loads, and I actually went and blow it off in about 45 minutes. And that's where I asked the guys, because I seen these hoses just sitting there on the ground, and I asked him if anybody wanted them or anything, and he's like, nah, they were supposed to go back to the yard, but they're just sitting there for now, and they're gonna throw them away. So I said, what's the point of throwing them away if they're perfectly good hose? All I got to do is just repair the patch. So from someone took mine out of the yard, I was gonna go buy another one, and those hoses are probably like 300 and some change for a 20-foot hose. So it was just my luck. Just my luck that they had this right there. And I asked them if they wanted it. So Jesus answered prayers, because I was gonna go buy a damn hose. Next thing you know, booyah, a hose presented itself. So all I'm doing is basically just tighten it down. I'm just tightening it down on the, not sure if you guys can see it, but just put you guys right there for now. Yeah,